Después de 13 años, James Cameron estrena la secuela de Avatar, El Sentido del Agua. Y yo me he venido aquí, a Londres, a entrevistar a un muerto. Bueno, más bien al actor Stephen Lang, que vuelve a interpretar al coronel Quaritch. So, your character died in the first movie, but in this one is alive, but not with all the memories. Mm-hmm. So how is he different from the first movie?
Well, in the first movie, of course, he's 100% human, and he's an alien because he is not on his native planet, and he is living as the head of security within the perimeter of a zone that he's created. He's trying to bend that world to his own will and needs. And now he's changed radically. He died, of course, and now the DNA that was banked by the company now is combined with that of Na'vi, and he has become indigenous to an extent. You know what I mean? He's got the way of water is flowing through his veins as well at this point, and that prompts some really that makes things more complicated for him. You know, Quaritch was a very straight ahead thinker. That's all changing right now.
So, when you finished the first one, did you know your character will be coming back, or was a decision that takes later?
I did know that he would be returning, but I didn't know in what way he would be returning, or I didn't know the extent to which he would be returning. For all I knew, he was coming back in a flashback, you know. So I really didn't know. It was only in 2011 that I began to get an idea of exactly what he was going to be going through.
Like in the first one, in this movie, the humans are really greedy, savages, and they are really violent. Mm-hmm. So they haven't learned anything from Pandora and the Na'vis. So isn't it a very pessimistic vision of humanity?
Well, I think it is. I think that it's a very negative view of the corporate side of humanity. Not of all humanity. There are wonderful humans as well. Certainly Grace Augustine, the character played by Sigourney, is a good, fine person, and there are good people in The Way of Water as well, and there are plenty of bad people. There always have been people who are looking to exploit the resources of new civilizations. It's the history of our own planet, of colonization, it seems to me, and I think that's being referenced in a very heavy way in this film. Also, it's the bad people that make good drama. You know, if you want to tell a good story, you're going to need a lot of bad people. The more bad people you got, the better story you can tell.
So, do you like to play the villain?
I'm good with it.
Yeah. So we have seen the forest of Pandora and the water. Mm-hmm. So what's the next one?
I wish I could tell you, but I can't. That's classified right now, but I will tell you that there are a number of environments that the biodiversity of Pandora is every bit as manifold as it is on our own planet, and even more so. So there's plenty left to see of Pandora. But the oceans are what we're going to be spending time with in The Way of Water.
Which was the most difficult scene for you to shoot?
Most difficult scene for me to shoot? I would have to say that some of the water work where Jake Sully and I are engaged in combat. Combat is tough, you know, on dry land. It's particularly tough underwater, it seems to me. So yeah, that was challenging, all of it.
Between the first one and this has gone 13 years. Mm-hmm. So how was to be in a project so long in time?
It's fascinating because what happens is it becomes part of your life, and it's always there. You know, it's like when I would do another job, we would always make sure we called John Landau or Jim and said, look, I have another job. Do you need me? Are you going to need me in April and May? And they would say, no, go do the other job. Stay in shape though. Don't get hurt, you know? And so I always touch base with them, you know? And I expect that will probably go on probably for the rest of my career, I hope.
Okay, so thank you.
You're more than welcome.
Nice to meet you. Thank
Pleasure.
you.
Okay, my dear. Goodbye.
Bye.